Hi there. As you probably already know, I've been working with R for the last many years. I'm a linguist and I've been using R and also Python for parsing, for analyzing language data, the usual stuff that we computational linguists do. Since mid-2019 and onwards, I've been working also on Julia. I find this language fascinating. It has many features, many people have been talking about it. And while preparing my last video on association measures using Julia, I had to prepare some code for assigning the right type to the nominal columns of a data frame. I will also include the link to this video on the description below. And then at some point, I think it was around mid-20, I stumbled upon this brilliant initiative called R Ladies, and that boosts gender diversity within our community. And I would love to see such an initiative also within the Julia community. And what these girls are doing is that they meet regularly and they share their thoughts, they share their code. They come from various scientific and business fields, and I spent some time listening to their very interesting talks. And at some point, as part of their meetups, they organized a 5-part introduction to tidyverse. So there were 5 different talks, very interesting talks with very nice examples, and all these examples were documented through R Markdown documents that are available through GitHub. And it would be a good idea to take these documents, these R Markdown documents, and their code, and try to translate them into Julia and see how easy it would be to use Julia for the exact same tasks and examples that they bring in their series of tutorials. One of the most important arguments for deciding to enter a new language for people like me, for the average user, be it a data scientist or analyst, is to know that this new language provides them all the necessary tools that will make their life easier, especially when dealing with daily tasks related to tabular data. At least that is how I decided to give Julia a try. And so the most well-known tabular data structure across the majority of programming languages is the data frame. The guy behind the implementation of data frames in Julia and all its great features is Bogumil Kaminsky. He is the creator of the DataFrames.jl package, who happens to be an excellent writer and tutor. I watched many of his tutorials, and the documentation of the DataFrames.jl package is very well written and detailful, and I would say it could be the first and possibly the only stop if you wanted to learn in depth what you can do with Julia's data frames. Bogumil is also really active in the Julia community and has been demonstrating the strengths and the features of his package through many video tutorials and books. Aside from the official package documentation, Bogumil's webpage has all the links to his tutorials and books on using data frames for doing data analysis in Julia. So I'm starting a new playlist with short videos, and the idea here is that it will contain videos that follow YouTube's format of shorts. These are videos that last 60 seconds or less. And these videos will focus on how to manipulate data frames in Julia for completing the exact same tasks that were completed with the R code presented by R Ladies in their YouTube channel. As I said, this code is released on their GitHub account, and I will include the link below. This playlist targets people that are already familiar with R and would be willing to give Julia a spin and see how it feels when completing well-known data wrangling tasks. I will skip the first of the 5 videos on that series since it's entirely introductory on the R programming language and the basics on data frames, and I will move directly to this second tutorial And this second YouTube tutorial was prepared and taught by Kyla McConnell and Julia Müller from the Department of Linguistics at the University of Freiburg. Thank you girls for this useful material. Before the first short video is uploaded, I have a short notice. I will be presenting the R code within the RStudio environment and the Julia code in VS Code. I could simply use R by loading the rcall Julia package within the Julia REPL that allows you to run R in the Julia REPL. But I'm going to simply open the two windows one on top of the other. The reason is that I don't want our users who are not familiar with the Julia REPL to be distracted by appearance differences between RStudio and VS Code. Here are the installed R and Julia versions on my machine that I will be using for the creation of these short videos in the playlist. If and when I install new versions, I will keep you informed. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the code.